Hi there, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'll be doing a list that has been requested many times. Every single reviewer has their Tom Ford top 10, top 15, top 20 list. And I'm going to do my top 20. And this is going to be, I think, one of the top lists that I have done in my channel. Okay. So, huge shout out and thanks to Dr. Jeffrey for providing me with all his bottles. Among these, I think about 7 or 8 are mine, about 12 are his bottles, or maybe 13. Okay. I did not count. And second, just disclaimer is that these are not everything from Tom Ford. There are a lot more perfumes, so we actually sort of gather together whichever we have in his collection, my collection, and trying to put up top. At first, top 10. Then I thought like, no, there are too many. Let's do top 20. Last disclaimer is these are my choices. Okay, absolutely, you're gonna be furious if you see some of your perfumes are missing in this from this list. Do not be mad because different people have different choices. Okay, at this moment, this is how I feel. If you see the top favorite of your perfume didn't even make the list, do not be mad. People will have different choices. Okay, so basically that's the intro, and I have one honorable mention and one fragrance that just did not make the cut from his fragrance bottles. So let me show you the first one that did not make the list. Okay, I did not find this fragrance to be very appealing. I did not see the whole hype about it. Like this fragrance came out and got a lot of love. I saw every single reviewer loved this perfume. This is called Effing Fabulous, fucking fabulous. All right, and this fragrance I reviewed it. I did not feel the vibe with. Like did not really. It's nice. It's not. Don't get me wrong. If this was regular Tom Ford pricing, perhaps yeah. But apart from the pricing, like the fragrance did not really wow me. It did not last very long. But some people get the best. So there's one fragrance I did not try, which is the bitter peach. I think that was one I did not try. I want to try that. So this fragrance did not make the cut. I know many of you are gonna be disappointed, but in my list, no. And the honorable mention that I was gonna mention is I don't have it. I tried only once. I loved it absolutely. That fragrance came out the same time as Effing Fabulous. That is called the Lost Cherry, or Lost Cherry rather. The Lost Cherry is out of this world. Really, really good. If I had it, I would show it to you. Super expensive, but I think, in my humble opinion, that cherry cough syrup cherry vibe, that is so well done in that one. Okay, that is the honorable mention. So I have written down the names and accordingly I'm gonna go from 20 to 1. Not gonna speak in depth because I reviewed them all. I'm just gonna go very quickly, just show you the names. Okay, so I'll start. Here we go, the ride. Number 20, we're gonna go with Oud Mineral. Okay, this perfume I reviewed. It has this nice little bottle. They all have the similar looking 50 ml and the 100 ml. They all look alike, and they have bigger bottle sizes. If you go more pricey, you get better bottles. But these are mostly 50 mls. Okay, this is from the private blend. Means their niche collection. Tom Ford has two collections, designer and niche. Both are expensive. Niche costs a lot more than the designer, but every single Tom Ford line, they're not going to be cheap. Okay, so you have to pay the buck to get them. So Oud Mineral, I felt it was nice. I really like the smell. It's kind of like earthy. It's kind of easy to wear. You can pull it off in summer, I believe, and it's not super dark or super gothic like many of the other Tom Fords I'm going to show you. This is one of the safest ones out there. I think it's nice for day-to-day wear. Oud Mineral is my number 20. Check out my individual reviews. Number 19 perhaps is going to be 19 and 18 is going to be the biggest disappointment for you, but I wanted to put the list according to my liking. Okay, so number 19, doctor told me this fragrance may not make my list. This is Ombre Leather. Yes, I'm ready to take the bullets. Many of you be like, Joy, you are being unfair. Thing is, you see, the thing is, this is cheaper version of Tuscan Leather, right? So I have three fragrances that smells like Tuscan Leather in this list, including the original. This is my least favorite from those. Okay, there is Tuscan Leather, there's Tuscan Leather Intense, and this is Ombre Leather, the designer version. More affordable, really nice performance, but it's missing that wow factor that I really love in Tuscan Leather, that sweetness, or this is a little rather dry. Okay, I don't like that about this perfume. I don't find it, it's nice, but I find something is missing. You can get a cheaper clone, let's say, like from those clone houses, that's gonna smell better than this, is a better value. But full respect to Ombre Leather, number 19, Tom Ford Ombre Leather. This is their designer line. I think number 18, sorry, yeah, number 18, we're gonna go with the second big disappointment, that is Tuscan Leather. This is my bottle. This is one of my most favorite fragrance in my journey. This is one fragrance dream come true for me. The thing, what happened with this, I feel, why I'm not putting a number top 10, top 5 anywhere. The thing is, I have used too many of this DNA. Some fragrances got so much love. Aventus, this one, I believe, what are the fragrances? Baccarat Rouge. These three fragrances are the most hyped ones in the community. you smell them more and more, you actually lose that infatuation over time. There's nothing wrong with the perfume. This is still one of the greatest leather fragrance of all time, most genuine leather, but I hardly reach for it, which is a sad thing. So Tuscan Leather did not make quite my top list, but it's definitely in there. Perhaps in winter it will come back in my top 10. It's a great fragrance still, okay? Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford, number 18. Number 17, let's show you some three of my like favorite freshies here. But this one perhaps I, you know, will not say it's total freshie. You can wear it in winter. Really good performance, much better than the original. This is Neroli Portofino Forte. This is number 17. Look at that bottle, very beautiful bottle. I just love the next two a little bit more, even though they are not as good performer as this one, but I did not get to wear it too much, okay? From when I reviewed it, I think I like it a lot. This is one of the best summer offerings from Tom Ford, and it smells more, you know, like I think there's a leather or something they added to it. It's just so much more depth, so much more stronger. Imagine Bulgari Aqua had a nice intense version which is good performance. This is what it is to Neroli Portofino, okay? This is really did not make it my out of the three. This is the least favorite because it's more common. This is another 4711 color Neroli Portofino, well overdone, okay? When you smell it everywhere, you lose craving for it, okay? But it's still a good fragrance. Neroli Portofino Forte, better version of Neroli Portofino, okay? So number 16, I believe. Yeah, number 16 is this perfume, Mandarino Di Amalfi. These are hands down the most beautiful looking bottles in Tom Ford collection. If you see them, you know, in the Tom Ford boutique, you will just eyes will immediately go there, you know, like the Lost Cherry, this bottle. They are just beautiful. The Bitter Peach, the orange one. They make some beautiful bottles. You gotta give it to them. Just look at that. If I had proper lighting and everything, this would look like heaven, you know, like Versace Menu Fresh. This one, I love these bottles. So this one, Mandarin Amalfi, basically is Mandarin orange paste from Amalfi, coast of Amalfi. Man, I love this. This is just so good. It's so non-complicated, unisex perfume. Easy love for summer. Perhaps not a beast mode fragrance, but it doesn't project, but does last quite significant time, okay? So for a freshie, it's a good perfume. And this is one of my favorite Tom Fords. One for the bottle, second for the smell. Mandarino Di Amalfi. But the reason these are not in top 10, because I feel, you know, the summer perfumes from niche, you know, they don't really deserve their price tag. In my humble, just my opinion, you know, like the darker perfumes has so much push, so much more depth. Perhaps the summer perfume should have cost so much. Like these perfumes, if they are costing like $300, you know, you can get so many designer perfumes to do the same thing, you know. This is just my humble opinion. I love Tom Ford House, I respect them, but just telling you my 2 cents, okay? So next one is my favorite of this blue lines. You know, I think there are few more, but this is the most beautiful summer fragrance in my humble opinion. It's a little bit spicy. It has a designer version now. It's called Costa Azzura. I'm trying to replicate Steven from Red Lessons. This is the most beautiful looking bottle as well. You know, look at that bottle. This is so beautiful, guys. You can get John Bovito's Artisan, think blue. Similar sort of what do you call, dry down, but not the same perfume. I just loved it. Absolutely love this fragrance. Yep, just love it. This is hands down. If you want to get the best of the best summer perfume from Tom Ford, definitely look at Kostasura. This is being discontinued. This is a private collection. You can get it much cheaper at the designer line. I don't know how that smells exactly, but people say it's the same smell, just much affordable with that yellow liquid. I think, yeah, something like yellow liquid. But this one actually goes with the perfume, the blue color. Okay, Kostasura is number 15, I think. Yeah, Kostasura. Okay, so number 14. Here comes the Dark Lords. Okay, this is called Vert Des Bois. Okay, Vert Des Bois, you can say like that as it is. But this is very interesting fragrance. This is very artistic fragrance. I think it's heavy on patchouli, some woody patchouli, dark, at the same time very lovey-dovey, cozy fragrance. This is going to be really good at for, I think, for perhaps fall season. Okay, this dark fragrance, they're all good for that. Bois, Vert de Bois, definitely check out my review on this. I like the smell, but the next one is even more interesting. Okay, so this is patchouli heavy, and this is number 14. Okay, next one is another Vert. This is my favorite. You know, this is really, really nice. This is called Vert D'Encens or Vert D'Encens. Okay, this is incense heavy. This is green incense heavy. As far as I remember from my reviews, these bottles are not my favorite as far as the caps go. They're not very snug fit. Sometimes you can just pull them up and drop and break. Be careful. The boxes also, they don't sit very deep down there. not very big fan. They should improve at least, you know. So Vert D'Encens, what's great about is this. Man, this fragrance is not for everybody. It's just such an addictive smell. If there was a drug I would be addicted to, would be this one. You know, it's such an addictive smell. One of the most addictive Tom Fords ever. Most underrated, I would say. Perhaps should make higher in the list, but I'm going for wearability. This is another artistic perfume. You should definitely try it. The incense, one of the best green incense fragrance out there. Okay, amazing fragrance, just stunning. It's some sort of, you can say, nothing short of masterpiece. Okay, Vert D'Encens. Okay, that's number 13. Number 12, we're gonna go with one of my favorite perfumes. Over the years it came down a few notches. One used to be back in the days my favorite Tom Ford, but I wore it so much it became kind of again victim of its own success. Black Orchid, and I have the perfume version. I also have the EDP, but I enjoy the perfume more than the EDP a little bit, because this one has a little bit more depth and maturity about it, and this smells very identical to the original. But what I really like about this is it's not as loud, or longevity is better than that, but it's not like disturbing like Interlude Man. Is not a beast. But this fragrance is so lovely. I can still tell you, if you never smell any Tom Ford, you can start at this point. Black Orchid is such a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Okay, Black Orchid perfume. That's number 12. Number 11 is perhaps my most sad moment in this whole lineup. This is one perfume I want to put in top 5. Trust me, such a beautiful name, such a beautiful fragrance. This is called London. Okay, this perhaps is one of the lovey-dovey Tom Ford fragrances out there. So good, so good, guys. You know, like Tom Ford London. Let me just spray a little bit on my hand. Okay, man, this fragrance is just a little bit stinky poo poo. You can say, like when you smell it for the first time, you'll smell like a little bit like urinal joint at the back, you know, like at the alley. It's definitely kind of animalic and everything, but such a timeless piece of art. Once again, I have to say, my English is not that great, but when I smell it, if you love Kuros, if you like Givenchy Gentleman, the old versions, if you like 70s, 80s powerhouses, this is a powerhouse perfume. So well done. Okay, so well done. London is a masterpiece again. Once again from Tom Ford, masterpiece. Really, really nice perfume. Check out London by Tom Ford. That's number 11. I told you I'm not going to go very in-depth. Let's hit top 10. Number 10, Noir De Noir. This fragrance will make many people's top 5, top 3, even number 1 spot. This is based on rose. And the rose in this, it's there is a fragrance that is Arma of Club de Nuit Intense Women, Club Intense Women, that golden cap. That one tried to replicate this. It captures it very well, the spicy rose, you know, kind of like a oud combo. But the magic of this is on a different level. Okay, Noir De Noir, I smelled it from like a travel atomizer set or sample set. I remember I liked it a lot, but it became overwhelming for me. It's like so much. It's a women's perfume. Guys can wear it if you can pull it off. If you like Lyric Man, this is next level of Lyric Man for me. Okay, very dark, sensual, nighttime, sexy perfume. It will smell awesome on women, even on men. Just go one spray. Do not do more than one. Very potent juice. Noir De Noir, number 10. Yeah, I'm gonna break some hearts. Yeah, what you gonna do? Yeah, this is the next one. Number 9 is that highest order of Tuscan leather as far as it made it, number 9. I just am not the biggest fan of this DNA anymore. I like it. It's in my like overall classic and favorite line, but Tuscan Leather Intense, I think, is the best version of all the Tuscan leathers. This is Doctor's Bottle. These are very rare to find. In Bangladesh, you don't find these. I don't know about overseas. When I smell it, it smells a lot like original Tuscan leather, but a lot more mature. You wanted more rounded up Tuscan leather, less animalic, and then something you can wear, and on the dry down, it will smell more mature. This is what the Tuscan Leather Intense does. It's not as charismatic as the original Tuscan leather, but this is the most deep and the most sophisticated Tuscan leather. Okay, that is number 9, Tuscan Leather Intense. This is EDP. Number 8. These are going to be all big hitters. Every single perfume you get from top 10, in my humble opinion, they are all 10. Okay. Number 8, Grey Vetiver. This is from the designer line. I'm very happy to say that 1, 2, 3, I think 4 or 5 designers made the top 10, top 5. You know, that is hard to believe, but value-wise, what you pay versus what you get, you cannot beat this value. Okay. Grey Vetiver is one of the best vetiver fragrance in the game. I have many vetiver-based perfumes. Only thing I love over this is Sultan Vetiver by Nishane. That is my ultimate masterpiece. Like, there's nothing better than this until now, in my humble opinion, based on vetiver. Okay, even this is This smells more posh than Rojada Vetiver, okay, in my humble opinion. Get the EDP, it's more deep, but the EDT I heard is a lot more citrusy and projecting. Need to try that, but man, no matter how many times I come back, it seems like very boring and dull perfume at first, which I did not like it at first. I sold it off, but I bought it again. You need to have this in your collection, guys, if you really like sophisticated, mild cold weather fragrance and you just want to smell pure class. Grey Vetiver is one of them, okay? That's number 8. Number 7 is a fragrance perhaps a bit overrated. Many people say, why this fragrance made the top 10 and none of the London, the Blue series, Tuscan Leather, none of them made top 10. Why? It's just today's mood, guys, okay? This is called Tobacco Oud. This is hyped by Jeremy a lot, I know. And I tried it once from a sample and I just felt this is not overhyped. This is a fragrance, very beautiful perfume. If you like Mancera red tobacco, it has that same sort of loudness, okay? But it's dirty. This tobacco oud is ashy mixed with oud, but oud is dominant by ash, tobacco. And the fragrance is so big, it just goes, multiplies, over time. This is a perfume, it's definitely worthwhile checking out. This is why I'm putting it so up in the order. Tobacco oud. Number 7? Yeah, 7. Number 6, then we hit top 5. Number 6, sorry. Yeah, number 6 is a newly found love for me. This is a surprising entry in this whole list. The rest of them you won't be so surprised, but this one will surprise you. Orchid Soleil. This juice color in there is dark orange. This one's very, very like, if I could show you in a decant bottle, you'd see like a bright orange. You'll just stare at it. It's such beautiful juice color. But what's best about it is that florals. It's white florals and it's just florals on beast mode activated. It's like orange blossom. Man, I love some of the floral perfumes. I do love tuberose, those kind of notes. And I feel iris, tuberose, this white florals, what do you call, the orange blossom, they make such beautiful attribute to the fragrance. If you can pull them out, they are just the best thing in the world. This basically is for women, but I wear it a lot. The performance on this thing is unbelievably beast mode. Try it out. I mean, check out my review, how much I loved it. This one I love way more than the ones that I showed before, okay? Orchid Soleil from the designer line. I think Orchid Soleil, yeah. So top 5. What are the top 5? Top 5s are gonna be the best of the best of the best, right? Yeah. I told Dr. Jeffrey that they were sitting in the car. I'm taking my time telling a story. I'm doing long videos, I know, but this is how I like to do videos, like this is what I enjoy the most. I don't like to rush things. So it's like around 4:45 in the morning, so very nice. Perhaps it will rain after a while. Top 5 I put in according to order. I looked at the whole collection. I shuffled them so many times, After half an hour or so shuffling, these are the top 5 that I really loved, okay? So these are my suggestion to you. You can look at them, Tom Ford's best creations from these, whatever we have today, okay? So number 5, another heartbreak perhaps, but top 5, Oud Wood. There's Oud Wood Intense, I guess, somewhere, or Parfum. There are many versions, but this is hands down one of the best smelling Tom Fords. Some people say it has performance issues. Yes, you can get Versace Oud Noir, you can get Hugo Boss bottle oud, you can get many oud in designers, but not quite the same smelling. Back in the days, it used to be very, very long lasting, I know, but such a playful oud perfume. I don't have anything here. Let me, oh shoot, I have something there, sorry. Yeah, let's put a little bit here, just remembering, This is such a comforting fragrance. Hard to tell, hard to say that because the name is very big, but what I really feel when you smell it, it's just the most beautiful and classy and comforting oud perfume. If there's such a thing called comforting oud perfume with little of spice, this is good. This is unisex, like 50-50 for sure. This is regarded as one of the best. Some reviewers give it number 1. I've seen Sebastian Zara at times, Steven, perhaps Mark also put it number 1. I can see for good reasons, but this is number 5. Oud Wood, definitely a good fragrance. Really, really good fragrance, okay? Number 4. Used to be a niche collection, and I have the designer version of it, okay? This is not super expensive, but still, $150, not cheap. This is called Tom Ford Beau De Jour. This made way before the rest of them behind it, for a reason. I did not think of this fragrance so much when I reviewed for the first time from Dr. Jeffrey's bottle. I thought it's okay, I can get Zino Davidoff and like sort of like fougere, barbershop fragrance were not my most favorite. If you do not understand fougere, keep this perfume in your collection. Keep using it like 5-6 months, okay? And when you see the citrus and lavender done so beautifully, masterfully, and it's like everything you want in a bottle. There, I said it. This is a fragrance Tom Ford made, okay? And thanks to them making it available and reachable for more people because it's not part of their private collection anymore. So Beau De Jour is a beautiful collection. I just love it. This fragrance is not for everybody. It's definitely leaning towards niche style of perfumes, very classy. Penhaligon's make fragrances like this, well-tailored man, such a gentlemanly perfume, okay? Classy, gentlemanly, and you get a lot of compliments because it's very long-lasting, okay? And this is Beau De Jour by Tom Ford, number 4. Yeah, this is getting, things are heating up a little bit, isn't it? Sorry. Okay, so number 3 was gonna make my number 1. I told him this perhaps will make my number 1. I love this perfume with my heart. You know, I wish I found a bottle, and I really cherish this fragrance. This is the most daring perfume, even more so than Tobacco Oud. Okay, and I'm not joking. This is getting hard to find, and this perfume is from the Tom Ford Noir line. This is Tom Ford Noir Anthracite or Anthracite. Some people say differently. This is a reflective, like anthracite sort of a material looking bottle. Very artistic bottle. Okay, very nicely done. This fragrance is just straight up a guy who'd wear this has a lot of balls, okay? This takes balls to wear it. This takes, you know, like courage. You know, you have to be daring enough to wear this perfume with that jacket, leather jacket. Only fragrance comes to my mind next to this is John Varvatos Dark Rebel Rider, that leather, you know, and this, they're somewhat similar, you know. So if you think of devil wearing a perfume, this is a fragrance they would wear. Tom Ford's best creation, and I don't know why this is discontinued. Okay, they should bring it back. Okay, but I have the next two. I'm just going by the smell. I love those two a little bit more. Okay, number 3, Tom Ford Noir Anthracite, one of highly recommended perfumes. You should definitely get a discontinued fragrance like this. Okay, number 2, number 1. This fragrance was gonna make number 1 spot. I did it that way, but the last second I changed my mind. Okay, the reason being I love the number 1 the most out of all Tom Fords. That's the truth. Okay, number 2 is Tobacco Vanille. Yes, I know many people are, you done, boy, you done. I'm sorry, what can I do? Tobacco Vanille is one of the best Tom Fords. I still love it till date. Perhaps I don't own it, but I have something like it. I just love this DNA so much. Okay, Frank Bocklet tobacco. This is the reason I did not buy this. You can easily buy this. It will meet your craving for this, but somewhat this is still a masterpiece. It has some wow factor that is kind of missing from this because you cannot expect from the price difference, you cannot expect a little bit like so much more, but what you get from this, you definitely should get this. You will not be disappointed. Frank Bocklet makes awesome perfumes, but this one right here, Tobacco Vanille, how do I put it? I got one sample from one of my brothers who came from India to meet me, and he gave me a sample. That's the first time I smelled Tobacco Vanille. And Tobacco Vanille, it has so many other fragrances that smells like it. It's spicy, it's big, it's naughty. It got the tobacco, you know, like it got the vanilla, and it smells like winter, like literally like heavy clothing. Winter is here. December time, you know, you have to put a lot of overcoat. If anything can cut a cold, this perfume, even till date, that potent. Tuscan Leather lost sort of its potency, but Tobacco Vanille never did it. So if you ask me what's the best tobacco private collection Tom Ford, this is it. Tobacco Vanille. If you really want to get to one of the best, this is one of the best. Okay, Tobacco Vanille, beautiful fragrance. I can imagine great movies of 80s and 90s. People are wearing this perfume. Okay, Tom Ford made a masterpiece here. Tobacco Vanille. So what's my number 1? Yeah, it's not a niche perfume. It's a designer fragrance, and it's a tie, two-way tie. Some of you who know me, know my collection, they know already. Guess. These two, Tom Ford Noir Extreme and Tom Ford Noir Femme. They are identical almost to a certain point, except they have some few differences. They are the kulfi note, there's the cardamom, there's a lot of dark chocolatey notes. Man, I used it for a long time. This is my older batch, okay? And then I should get a backup bottle because my bottle is running down, like low. I love them both. Both you can have. In my humble opinion, this is a little bit more playful, and the Femme is a little bit more serious. This is more like Black Orchid, a little bit dark, mysterious, and it's very waxy. Both are beast mode fragrances, no doubt about it. Last forever in the skin. This one I put in my skin, I take shower, it's still there. That's the quality of Tom Ford. In my humble opinion, these two are the best Tom Ford ever made. Okay, these are my number one, Tom Ford Noir Extreme and Tom Ford Noir Femme. Check out my full-on review and you'll know why I love them so much. Thank you very much for watching for such a long time if you have, but if you didn't, it's okay also, because I like to talk and I put the names in the list. You can just take the list. I can search the reviews individually, the ones you're interested into. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks, Dr. Jeffrey. And I feel so happy. This list was pending for a long time. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Take care.